Hello, lottery winners, billionaires, future billionaires, anybody out there with a lot of money. If you've got some ideas about how to spend your money, I'm going to say one word: housing. Well, I'm going to say more: cars. Cars, housing. I always wanted to see a nonprofit place that would sell cars so that when poor people walked in there, they wouldn't completely rip you off. Housing. Housing is critical. We need housing so badly, and there's so many ways. Also, I have an idea for a homeless suitcase. I know that sounds crazy, but there are people who sleep out in the woods. I'm a teacher, but I've also been an Uber driver, which because of COVID right now is not happening. But I'm a high risk, really low immune system. So I have an enormous amount of ideas about housing. I thought it would always be great to get a building, and then when people move in, they pay what they need to pay for their rent, what they can pay according to their salary. But the key here is that there will be stores underneath, and those stores underneath on the first floor would make enough money to pay for the building's upkeep, et cetera, et cetera. And what the people in the apartment buildings wouldn't know is that they would stay in these buildings for 2, 4, or 6 years, depending on how long they needed to go to school. Obviously, if they were becoming a doctor, it would be 6 years, right? So at the end of their stay, there would be a knock on the door about 3 months before saying, "Hi, I'm your financial advisor. And I just want to help you because when you leave here, all the money or most of the money that you've paid in rent is going to come back to you. And we are going to help you either put money down on a house or put money down for a car." And that financial advisor person would help them do that. I mean, I know it's a dream, but some of you out there have $1 billion. And that is an awesome thing, but it's also an awesome, awesome responsibility. And I know that. And I'm sure that everybody and their mother is knocking at your door saying, "Please help, please help." And so many people need help. So many. So, if you have extra money for donations for my schools, that would be awesome because that could go straight to the parents. And, we could give free online classes and I could hire teachers, which would be so cool, right? Oh my gosh, I would love that because there's a lot of teachers out there who are just phenomenal. But like me, even though I'm a licensed Illinois teacher, um, they have something wrong, like my low immune system, and I have a really bad knee, so I can't walk around the schools. And I've been teaching online for about 13 years. So, yeah, but just not making a lot of money there. But that's okay, as long as we all get through this COVID and try to help each other, that's what's more important. But billionaires, there are so many ideas out there, and maybe mine are silly and not anything you'd be interested in. Maybe you want to buy me a house. That would be so awesome. But a car would be great. But all of these things. 'Cause I lost my house in a flood, and I lost my car due to not being able to pay due to job loss. So getting sick is a bummer, but it's not the end of the world. So anybody out there who's watching and you're feeling like something's going on with you and you're battling something, do not give up. Pray a lot, because that's what I did. I got Lyme disease. Little wee teeny tick bit me in the back of the head, and yeah, oh, that was life-changing. Absolutely life-changing. So, billionaires, multi-millionaires, congratulations on your winnings. Congratulations in the future. And if you want to stop by or talk to me, I'll take you on a tour of our school, educationstation.online. That has all the schools listed because I have about 5 of them. Yeah, well, I had so many ideas. So wonderful that this has happened to you. And just take care of yourself because, God, I know the first thing I'd have to spend on security. But you know what? To be honest with you, if I personally won $1 billion, and I've read that you only get a third of what you do, it'd be gone. I mean, I would not spend it on, you know, a huge house for myself or anything. I'd get a nice, decent little clean house. But oh my gosh, there are so many people out there who need housing. That money would be spent fast. I would go through it like gangbusters. As long as my children were okay and I had a car and a house, that'd be awesome. So thank you for listening to me. I know this is a silly idea, right? But I thought, okay, what if somebody wins a whole pile of money and they're just not knowing what's happening in there? And I teach GED. I've taught GED online for a long time at gedathome.com. And I can tell you firsthand that there are so many parents out there who could use a hand. So many. So there's so much you could do, and I hope that you stay safe and your family stays safe, because sometimes when a lot of money comes in, people just don't know what to do and they kind of go crazy. Like I saw this one thing. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but there's this guy with this yacht. It's like one of the most expensive yachts. I mean, I understand if somebody wants a boat, even a yacht. But to spend that much money when there are people all over the place, I see people this is what I said. I see people walking into the forest preserve to go to sleep, and I see them the next day in the morning, coming out with their suitcases, which is why I thought of this homeless suitcase. It'd be so cool. And so if a billionaire sees it out there, I don't care if you take my idea. It's half the size of an average human. And it's a suitcase. And it opens up and you put all your clothes and stuff underneath it. And then it's like a thin mattress there. And it has a plug and a solar thing at this base of the suitcase, so that basically, and it's got a little pop-up tent, right? So when you open it to go to sleep, it's got a pop-up tent, so it, keeps you from the rain at night. And you've got that solar thing happening, so if you're walking around all day with a suitcase, it's going to get the energy, so at least you can plug in a phone or something, right? And all your clothing and stuff is under that mattress top right there, and the little pop tent, and then you just close the suitcase, one of those harder suitcases. But it would be like have rollers on it too, right? Because people are rolling everything they own in their life in in the suitcase. And when I see one man all the time, and he has a cart, a grocery store, filled with all of his stuff. I don't know where he sleeps. It's heartbreaking. But anyway, okay, so that is the deal. So if you want to get a hold of me, go to educationstation.online, and that'd be great. I'd take you on a tour. And if anybody out there wants to give donations for that, you can. But please do not donate if you have no money. Because I know myself, I never have any money. And sometimes when I tend to give away things that I shouldn't be doing, right? Um, so if you're broke, take care of yourself and your family. I personally don't have any money and can't hire the teachers I would love to hire, because so many parents would love to keep their kids online and stay at home, and have them learn at home. And educationstation.online is the name of the site. Now, I have found a really great place to live in a cheap house. I need a car and a house. So if you feel really good, and God willing, wouldn't that be nice? I found a house. I think it's listed at 89.9, and it's a nice house. It's not fancy. It's not in a fancy place or anything, but it's clean. So if you want to give donations so I can buy a house and a car, that would be great. But I don't want to just talk about that and what I need, because I understand there's a ton of people out there. My children are grown. My grandchildren are good, thank God. And but there's a lot of people out there who need housing. God bless everybody, and thank you so much for listening to my crazy rant, right? Okay, bye.